here with another vintage haul from the flea market. Despite the fact that I was there for many hours, I really didn't find very much this time, and especially grim on the jewelry front. But I'll show you what I got. I only got 3 pieces of jewelry. They are all pretty cool though. I'll show you the coolest one first. Now, at first glance, this looks like a really trashed out pocket watch, which it is. It's very sad. But what I bought it for was the case, and I'm hoping you'll be able to see this clearly enough to appreciate how beautiful the etching is on this. This is a Victorian pocket watch. It is an Illinois brand made in Springfield, Illinois. And I don't know yet what the case is made out of. I'm pretty sure that it's gold plated, but I can't find, I can find some marks, but I don't really know what they mean, so I gotta do some research. There's like a little scale in here and a number. I'm sure you're not going to be able to see it because it's very, very tiny. But anyway, the back does open like that. It sure looks goldish. Oh, and then you can open, where'd it go? Yeah, you can open another little part of this, and you can see the inside of the watch. And inside here is another mark that says it's a CO inside a kind of a little vase or something, and there's the same number. And then that's what the inside looks like. It's like all rusted. I can't even see any springs anymore. But it does here still have some cool gears. It doesn't say anything about how many jewels it has or anything. So anyway, just so cool. And when I first picked this up, this is a guy that I never know what kind of prices he's going to give me. Sometimes they're really good, sometimes they're terrible. And on things like this, they're often terrible. But I showed it to him, and he said $70, and it's the first thing I thought, because I hadn't looked that closely at it. I thought, oh God, it's 14 karat gold. And then I said, is it 14 karat? I didn't see any marks on it, but I didn't, I told him I didn't look that closely. And he kind of looked at it for a minute, and he said, oh yeah, maybe it's gold plate. And then he said $12. So I don't know if he's just kidding about the $70 or what, but anyway. I'd have gladly paid $70 if it was gold, pure, like a 14 karat gold, but I don't think it is. But anyway, just that case is so beautiful. So I paid $12 for that. Pretty cool. And also I bought this from the same guy. I usually don't buy jewelry from him because he usually puts high prices on it. But this is a sterling silver and amber necklace. The chain is tangled but not broken, and I will be able to untangle that with no problem. And it is marked on the back. It says 95, and it has another little mark of something. But anyway, I paid $8 for that. And then I only have one more piece of jewelry to show you, and that is this watch, another old watch. What I love about this is that it's a pocket watch that's been converted to a wristwatch. So, I can just imagine some woman, saying, oh, this pocket watch is so old-fashioned. I want one of those newfangled wristwatches. Or it may have been manufactured so that you could wear it as either. I'm not sure. I have found one other one kind of very similar to this, but it has a very different band, so I don't know. The band has a patent number on it. I haven't looked it up yet, but I'll be able to date it. But I'm pretty sure this dates from around the 1920s. It is pretty distressed in terms of the face being really ugly, and it's missing the crystal. But the cool thing about it is it winds, it ticks, it runs, the hands move, and it keeps time. So I do think I'm going to invest. I'm going to take this to my watch repair guy and have him get a new crystal for me. And I haven't opened it yet or looked at the back, but it could be kind of interesting. And I paid, I think I paid $8 for that, so that should work out okay. And that's it for the jewelry. Sorry, But let me just move on. I got this nice cigar trimmer thing. I think that's what it is, unless it's a wick trimmer. I always get those two mixed up. Anyway, I do always get those two things mixed up, but it's very pretty, very ornate, and unfortunately can't find a mark on it anywhere. I'm going to have to look it over. Oh, wait, I take it back. There are some marks. I just didn't see them before. And I'm going to need a loop to tell what it says. But they're right there. You might be able to see them, but probably not. Right there. Anyway, pretty cool. I paid $10 for those. Let's see. This is a very old German book. It dates from 1900. The copyright, it's like a play of some kind. It's by this Herman Suderman, who is a well-known author. And I just thought, have you ever seen an old book like this old with this immaculate of a cover? The gold is just like brand new. It's got the nice marbling on the pages, none on the inside covers. But anyway, it was just in such pretty condition. I just bought it because it's an old book in really good condition, and I paid $2 for it. I looked these up, and I think it actually could be quite a valuable book. So, I mean, valuable as in, I don't know, maybe $50 or $60, something like that. Be cool if I could do that. I got this hand-carved wooden frame. It's really nice to see an actual carved one rather than one that's made out of, composition made to look like carved wood. But I just thought it was really beautiful, and I paid $8 for that. There's the back. You can see it's very old. It's in good condition. I don't think there are any breakages on it. Got this. It's just an egg beater, but it's from the 1930s. You can tell by that color. That is such a distinctive color. Maybe early 40s, but I think it's 1930s. And I paid $1 for that. It's just fun. And this, I was just kind of fascinated by it. It is a Zim manufacturing company, Chicago. Patent applied for. Patent applied for usually means that it's an early model of whatever it is. What this is a valve remover for an old car. And I paid, I think, $7 for that. We'll say $7.50 because I paid $15 for two things. And you would turn it and it would go back and forth rather than around and around. So, unfortunately, these are fairly common and they don't sell for very much. So maybe $20 if I'm lucky. But it's still cool. And let's see, the other thing I got at that same time, I lost it. Oh, here it is. Was this, which, who can guess what this is? It is branded as Arctic, and if you cheat and look on Google, you'll be able to find it. But it is, I'll go ahead and tell you. I won't make you guess. It's a handle for taking the lid off an old wood-burning stove. And these also are very common. But I have seen very few in this good a shape. This has got a beautiful finish on it. So again, paid around $7.50 for it, and probably can sell it for $20, maybe a little more. I don't know. I see something like this lying on a table and my heart just goes, oh, what is it? What is it? What is it? In this case, it is, if I can get it out of here without destroying things, it's a collapsible cup. So it's a cup that you could, pack if you're going camping or on any kind of trip where you might need a cup. And I had another one like this that had marks on it, but this one doesn't have any marks, I don't think. I said that last time when I found them. But anyway, it's cute. It collapses. It goes in a leather case. It's old. And I paid something like $7 for it. There's what the case looks like. The leather's kind of interesting. It's got ridges on it. And from the same dealer, I bought this intriguing thing. This is another thing that I picked it up, I put it down. I picked it up, I put it down. I had to get it. And this was $7. And it's a Victorian picture frame with doors. It's kind of three-dimensional. It's got like a cavity in here. And you see these with icons and religious subjects. I wish I had a sister-in-law years ago. She's deceased now, but she painted icons and they were just beautiful. She was Greek. This has a label on it that says "The Recessed Ring, patented September 25th, 1877." I have looked up the recessed ring and haven't really found any other reference to it other than all I can find is like recessed drawer handle hardware. So, but look at the little handles, how cute they are. And obviously it's not in very good shape, but I think maybe with a little glue and some clamps I can rehabilitate it a little bit. And maybe I'll create something to put in there. Wouldn't that be cool? I did see there was a lady on Etsy who would buy these kinds of frames and put her original art. It's kind of cool. And I got this baby bottle. Maybe I paid $6 for that. It says $6. I don't know when they stopped using glass baby bottles of this kind, but I've never seen one at a flea market. Still has the nipple, and the nipple is like in perfect condition. Isn't that amazing? It's still soft. You'd think something like that would be all cracked and destroyed. So I don't know. I don't know how old it is. It has some markings on the bottom. And I take it back, it doesn't. It doesn't. From that same dealer, I also bought a really neat old cork medicine bottle, but I didn't get home with it. And I know it got left behind because it was clear and neither of us saw it. So I'm going to hope, I know who this dealer is, and if I see him next month, maybe he'll still have it and he'll give it to me. Got this very strange thing. It is a bartender's, jigger thing. It's made out of brass, and who knows who that is? Another quiz. Can you guess? But I'll tell you the answer. It's Jerry Lewis. So obviously, Jerry Lewis had some kind of line of barware. And again, I looked everywhere. I could not find any evidence of stuff like this existing anywhere. The only thing I found was like a bar glass, like a highball glass, with this same caricature. And it was selling, or whoever was selling it was asking like $75 for it. So maybe it's unusual. It's not in the best condition. It's a little bit dinged up. But how weird is that? I paid a couple of dollars for that, I think. Something like that. Got a wooden meat tenderizer. Sorry. Meat tenderizer. Nice primitive look to it. Here's the end. And I think I paid $1 or $2, maybe $2 for that. And I got this. As we know, I have to have one bonehead purchase every trip to the flea market, and this one is it. This had this rubber band around it, and I didn't realize that it was broken. One of the expanders is like missing the tube right there that it slides into. Right there. So you can, once it's on the table flat, you can use it, but otherwise it's kind of unstable. But anyway, as you can tell, it's a silver plate, expandable trivet. Silver plate, yeah, I said that. And it has a name on it. No, I don't know. Oh, there it is. I think it's Oneida. Yeah. So anyway, whatever. I paid a couple of bucks for that. Honestly. I got this electric clock from West Clocks. Nice Art Deco look to it. It's got a pretty old looking cord. I'm guessing this is about 1940s. And the seller, who is someone I know, she said that she plugged it in and it runs like a son of a gun. I haven't tried. I'm still traumatized from the time I did that and blew a fuse and almost started a fire. But anyway, I paid $10 for that. Those seem to sell if they're in good working order and cleaned up a bit for around maybe $24. So I didn't do great with that. Cool thing. What's in the box? What could be in the box? Unscrews, and it's a perfume bottle. Now, it's really messy. It needs some cleaning, but it is an art glass perfume bottle with a stopper and in very good condition, obviously, because it's been kept in this little box. I really don't know how old that is. I've never quite seen anything like it. But anyway, I paid $15 for that. Yikes. Also paid $15 for this. It is a made in Paris. Is it a Paris? Made in France. It's a Wallborg bag made in France. There's the inside. Somewhat. Yeah, it's pretty clean. This is pretty clean. It's in very nice condition on the outside. I don't think it's missing any of its, if I take it back, it is missing a couple of stones. Those are easy though. They're clear ones. I've got gobs of those. The only issue is that it's missing, there's like a little cap that goes here to hold this on. I think I can probably get something from the hardware store to match that will work. Otherwise, I guess I can just glue that on and it'll work okay. I just noticed there's a knot in the handle. But anyway, very pretty. This is probably a 1950s maybe 40s. But it's a really pretty one. I think I said I paid $15 for that. Last two purchases, I bought a couple of Florentine boxes. There's a file box. And another little box. I like these little ones. This one has a really pretty pattern. These go nicely together. Maybe I'll sell them as a pair. I don't know. I forget what I sell these for. But I paid $5 a piece for them. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully by the time you see this, these items will be for sale in my Etsy shop at vintagedazz.etsy.com or on eBay, where my seller name is Kara Lennox. I will put the links down below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and comment if you like. And I will see you next time. Okay, bye.